Better have with it.
Let's see what you working with.
That shit not spinning.
Wave check.
Oh! You gotta work on your crown a little bit.
Oh, you not wrong. I'm working on that next.
That jump better than Jonte's.
Wait!
Jonte
You straight though.
Jonte said slight work.
He got them skinny ones.
Oh,
YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Sid the Barber, and I'm back with another tutorial. And this is my classmate Abraham. He's like said, hey man, I'm woofing. I'm doing this 9-week woof. I need you to put me back in the game after this session. I said, say less. I got you. So he wanted to do a ball drop fade and keep a dark season on top, about a 1.5. So that way, you know, his 360s can show. And as you can see, this is a great canvas to do this cut on. So let's get to it. This is just a little B-roll, you know, showing his crown, showing his progression and connections, you know, before I get into the cut. Because he did a good job on this whoop session. And as you can see, this cut took place in school. This is my barber college, Savannah Technical College, man. And it's probably one of the best barber schools on this side of Georgia. So let's get to it. As you can see, I'm just combing everything forward, just combing everything out, because he has everything laid down and compressed. So I just want to train that hair forward so that cut can pop when we start cutting. And as you can see, man, his crown, his connections are pretty elite right now. They gonna pop even more once we start this cut. A few spectators sitting back there laughing. I'm just concentrating on prepping for this cut. Just make sure everything his hair is just combed out, training it to come forward, so I can get a good cut out of this. And I'm actually gonna go in with my 5-star wall seniors with a 1 guard. I'm gonna kind of keep it open and just work my way around his crown and just push forward. You know, I'm just come in, lay that guard flat, and just try to smooth everything out. And I just want to work my way down because he says he wants it dark, so it's about a 1 open, and we want to keep everything even as possible. It's gonna be nice flat strokes coming from the apex all the way to the front of the head. We're just knocking everything down. I'm going with my 2 on the crown. I'm going in close. You know, I just want to smooth that area out, because you do not want to be a crown killer. That's one of the easiest spots of the head to nick. So you would like to work that with a bigger guard. I'm just cleaning that whole area up so I can just even it out. That's all I'm doing at this point. And there's a technique that I picked up on. I went to a class in Orlando back in December. So we're going to use that same technique on this cut. So after we wash and condition it, we're going to put some mousse or some foam, you know, brush it in, put his do-rag on and put him under the dryer for a few minutes. And then, you know, I'll show that part later on in the cut. Yep, and I'm still working those waves down with that 1 guard. I'm going to start knocking a little bit more hair off. Make sure my strokes are even from his crown all the way down to his nape area. As you can see, his waves are starting to pop already. I went from a 1 open. I didn't close it all the way. I kind of went in between halfway and close, and now I'm just working those waves out. You know, just trying to keep everything even. Yeah, just look at those connections, man. He did a good job. He stayed very dedicated on his wave session, man. I'm proud of him, man. He did his thing. I watched him from the beginning when he started off. But they look good. He did a great job, man. So as you can see, I'm just cleaning everything up. Just detail work. If I see anything dark, I'm just evening it all out. Knocking everything down. Cleaning up the front some more. And I appreciate my camera guy for getting these angles, man. That's got some pretty dope angles on this shot. Knocking everything down with that 5-star senior with the gold blade. Clean that crown up just a little bit more. And in this college, man, barber college is teaching me a lot. Like, I'm understanding more with head shapes, different degrees and angles on the head, from 0 to 90, 45, 180. Understanding that really helps you achieve certain haircuts, and understanding the head structure of different people, because everybody's head shapes are different. So understanding that, man, it really helps you. It really helps you understand certain haircuts. And from here, I'm just doing nothing but detail work, just making sure everything is even. As you can see, man, his connections, his crown, everything is popping right now. The cut is really starting to come together, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. The canvas is great. I'm just making sure everything is clean before I go into restart this first guideline on the drop fade. Details, man. It's got a big eye for that. There we go. I'm gonna go in with my gold FXs. I'm gonna just kind of start my line. I'm not carving it, digging too hard. I'm gonna just start my first ball guideline with these, because they won't leave a hard line that, it won't be hard to take out once I start this fade. As you can see, I kept that line, the way I made it drop, I kept it contoured to the head. You want that hard drop. And it's really kind of the basis of the fade, because you're telling where you want the fade to go with that first guideline, pretty much. Going in with my walls, the 5-star seniors, going open and creating that second guideline. Go about 1/2 inch. I'm just cleaning all that area up before I go into the fade with the 1 guard. This area right here is highly important. It's very important when fading this area. Staying as detailed as possible on this part of the fade, because this what helps go from ball to that 000, like skin tight to 000, and to the 1. It helps blend. You see that gradiency a lot better when you fade that first guideline in with the 0 to the open. It really brings that drop fade out. It's already a tough fade to begin with, especially on a waiver. Now I'm going in with my 2 guard, and I'm just cleaning everything up, I'm just getting it ready for the fade. 2 guard open, working that parietal ridge. I'm just using the heel of the blade. I'm going straight up, and I'm just, just debulking. That's what we call it, debulking. I'm just debulking, cleaning that area up so it makes for a tighter and much neater fade once we go in with the 1. So I'm going back in with the 1. I'm going open and creating my second guideline. And as you can see with the waves, you got to kind of play around with it. When you're fading, use more of the corner of your blade and kind of a ticking motion, so you can get that desired fade you're really looking for. Going back in close, I'm going to start knocking that line out. And as you can see, it's starting to come together. There's a lot of detail fading you have to do on a draw fade on a heavy waiver like this. And I'm going in the scooping motion, using like 3 corners of the teeth of my blade. Not using the whole blade. I want to smack it in there. Back in with those gold FXs, man. I love these to death. Some of my favorites, definitely top 3 in my arsenal. I love these. Those notches on that lever just make it so much easier for fading. Doing a little detail work with the corner of that blade open. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the hairline. I'm gonna comb everything forward so I can get it as neat as possible. I'm gonna go in with the Andis T outliners. The regular blade, standard blade that came with it. I usually use GTX. Those are my favorite, but this is all I had to work with in class. So, you know, I'll make do with what I have. Hit that vertical bar. I'm tapping and I'm going, I'm not pushing. I don't want to push anything back. I want to make it look as natural as possible because we're going to add some no drip from Tune 45 with that beam team compression. And that'll darken, you know, that'll enhance that hairline and make it pop a lot more. And you'll see that a little bit later in the cut as well. As you can see, it's coming together. Okay, this is that technique I was talking about. He's about to unveil his do-rag. And just watch how everything just lays down. There we go. Yeah. Okay, we still not done. Still got a little detail work to do. I'm gonna add the enhancements. You'll see how this cut is gonna pop. So I definitely hit it with that beam team cordless compressor with the no drip from Tune 45. And as you can see, I gave him the mirror, and he was kind of in awe that I was capable of pulling this cut off. He didn't think I could do it, but he was really appreciative for me hooking him up, putting him back in the game before the weekend. And this is the cut, guys. This is the finished product. I appreciate you guys. Man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button. Hit that like button. Whatever button's up there, go ahead and hit it. Follow me on social media, IG at Said the Barber, and I appreciate everything. Now, you guys have a good one. Stay blessed. I'm out.